तो हमारा आज का टॉपिक है स्टैंडर्ड टेस्टिंग प्रोसीजर फॉर कंप्लीट motorcycles and scooter, and we shall be talking about its prerequisites, preparations, and protocols. This standard testing procedure is primarily applicable to the road testing of A. Motorcycles, B. Motor-driven cycles, and C. Scooters. Testing procedure. Number 1. Testing items. The road test shall be conducted for the following tests. However, the portions of the test can be omitted based on the type of the test vehicles and the purpose of the test. Number 1. Speedometer test. Number 2. Acceleration test. Maximum speed test. Braking test. Coasting test. And fuel consumption test. Test vehicle. The test vehicle shall be in the standard conditions and shall be checked for the following items. Ignition timing. Spark advance in degrees. Rapid clearance shall be within the specified tolerance. Oil level at upper limit. Thermal plug rating designation code. Clutch adjustment in accordance with the maintenance standards. Carburetor setting, manufacturer's name and setting order. Fuel type, brand name and octane rating. Compression ratio, gauge rating or ratio. Frame, front and rear brake adjustment in accordance with the maintenance standards. Tire, brand name and pressure. Drive chain tension in accordance with the maintenance standards. Battery. The battery must be in the satisfactory condition for conducting these tests. Test vehicle. The test vehicle shall be sufficiently warmed up prior to testing. Oil temperature must be recorded on the data sheet both before and after the test. Standard conditions mean a vehicle with full capacity of fuel and oil and without accessories. However, when conducting general tests, parts such as pillion footrest, rear view mirror, leg shield, Kickstarter arm pad shall be removed. Test vehicle. The following in respect of the carburetor, that is setting order, shall be recorded and recorded on the data sheet. Number 1 MJ, main jet number. Number 2 SJ number, that is slow jet number. Number 3 AJ number or diameter, that is air jet number or diameter. Number 4 throttle valve, that is throttle slide or throttle valve cutaway number. Number 5 JN manufacturer's designation code. JN mean jet needles. AS turns backed off, that is air screws turns out. 7 PJ number, that is pilot jet number. PW jet number, that is power jet number. A fuel jet that delivers extra fuel at high RPM or throttle, used in racing or high performance carburetors. Number 9 power air jet number. All this information shall be recorded on the data sheet. Here is the summary table of all these items, recorded items that we have discussed just now. That is the main jet, slow jet, air jet, throttle valve, jet needle, air screw, power jet, and power air jet. Test course. The test course shall be flat, leveled, and straight paved road. Normally, a special course should be constructed for these tests. Because the results are greatly affected by the grades of the test course, especially in the following cases: acceleration test, maximum speed test, braking test, coasting test, fuel consumption test, noise test. Therefore, care should be exercised in selecting an appropriate test course, especially with respect to the course free of grades. Free of grades. Grade mean. A term grade typically refers to incline or slope of the road surface. It is used to simulate riding conditions that involve uphill or downhill terrain. Testing on different grades helps to evaluate engine performance while moving uphill, braking effectiveness while moving downhill, traction and stability on inclines, clutch and gear performance under incline stress. These tests are crucial for ensuring safety and performance in the real world hilly or mountainous terrain. How the grades are measured? A grade is measured in terms of percentage, that is, the measure of how much a road rises or falls over a certain horizontal distance. It is usually measured and expressed in terms of percentage, that is, grade percent, which is equal to vertical rise or fall divided by horizontal distance into 100. A 10% grade means 10 meter rise for every 100 meters of horizontal distance, while a negative grade means downhill slope, for example, minus 5%. Riding position. Riding position may be either upright or crouching. Both hands and feet must be placed on the specified locations. Maximum speed tests shall be conducted in both upright and crouching riding positions. However, the following tests shall be conducted in the upright position only. That is acceleration test, fuel consumption test, coasting test, braking test, and noise test. Crouching position on a motorcycle means it is a riding posture where the rider leans forward and lowers their body closer to the bike. Why riders do it? Reduce wind resistance, helps to go faster with lesser effort, improve balance and control, lowers the center of gravity. And when it is used on sport bikes or when riding at higher speed on the race tracks. Whether the test shall be conducted, test shall be avoided in the rain, snow, or when the test course is wet. And test shall be conducted while the wind velocity is less than 3 meters per second. Standard temperature for the test shall be around 20 degrees centigrade. Measured value and number of tests. The test shall be conducted for both outgoing and return runs, and the difference in measure values for runs in the same direction shall be within the tolerance specified, within the specified tolerance. The test shall be conducted at least 3 times. What is the deviation rate between outgoing and return runs? And that shall be calculated by the following formula and shall not, and this deviation rate shall not exceed by 10%. However, for the noise test, this deviation shall not exceed by 5%. Deviation rate calculation formula. Suppose A is measured value for outgoing run, B is measured value for the return run, and the deviation rate is 2 multiplied by A minus B divided by A plus B into 100. Example, for a noise level measurement. For example, outgoing value is 120 decibel, return value is 98 decibel, so deviation rate can be calculated as 2a minus b divided by a plus b into 100, that is 2 into 102 minus 98, that is outgoing value minus return value divided by a plus b, that is outgoing value of the noise value plus the return value in decibels multiplied by 100, that is 2 into 4 divided by 200 by 100, 8 by 200 into 100, that is 0.04 into 100, that is 4%. So for the noise test, the deviation rate in this example as calculated above is 4%. Since this is for a noise test and the deviation must not exceed by 5%, the result is acceptable. Measuring tools and instruments. The following measuring tools and instruments must be available to conduct the aforementioned test. Tape measure, marker rod flag, that's multicolored flag, a flag, reflector or indicator at starting and end points for measuring distance. Signal flag for signaling purpose, that's red, yellow and white. Complete electronic counter set with accessories, which should be highly sensitive time clocks with a minimum indication as 10 microsecond. So time measuring devices must be of very high precision level. Another case, stopwatch with minimum graduation of 0.1 second. Thermometer, rod type, minus 30 degrees centigrade to 100 degrees centigrade to record temperature. Burette, 200 cc minimum with minimum graduation of 0.1 cc. Signal flag, explanation of signal flag, it's a color flag used by track marshals or test officials that delivers real-time instructions or alert to the rider. You might have seen these. Number 8. Grade measuring instruments. Minimum graduation 0.5 degrees to measure the slope angle, that is grade. Anemometer to measure wind direction and wind speed. It should be portable, 0 to 5 meter per second. Audiometer to record loudness level measurement. Tachometer to record RPM. Brake stamping equipment, a special purpose stamping device. Thermocouple to record minus 10 degrees centigrade to 300 degrees centigrade or 500 degrees centigrade, whichever is available. Audiometer explanation. Audiometer means audiometer measures perceived loudness. A sound has a loudness of X phone if it is perceived to be as loud as a pure tone at 1000 Hz played at X decibel, X decibels. A 40 dB sounds at 100 at 1000 Hz is 40 phones. A 100 Hz sound may need to be 60 decibel sound pressure level to be perceived as loud as 40 dB 1000 Hz tone, so that 100 Hz tone would be 40 phones. Why use phone in audiometry? Human hearing is not equally sensitive to all frequencies. The phone scale accounts for this by adjusting sound pressure levels based on how we actually perceive loudness at different frequencies. That is quiet room, normal conversation, racing circuits, and jet engine, close, very near to the jet engines. So, audiometers are used to measure sound loudness. That's one of the devices which should be available. Keynote. A 140 decibel sound pressure level is often cited as threshold of pain. This is roughly equal to 2 million micropascals of sound pressure. Why it matters? A 140 decibel sound pressure level or higher can cause instant hearing damage without ear protection. This is just a cautionary keynote. Measuring methods. Number 1. Electronic counter. The time shall be measured by electronic counter. The primary method for measuring time is electronic timing counter, which provides precise and automatic measurement. This is a preferred method for accuracy, consistency, and reliability. Second method could be stopwatch. When using a stopwatch, a comparison check shall be made against a known accurate timer for calibration, that is electronic counter, to ensure accuracy and reliability before using stopwatch. Stopwatch shall be operated by observing the signals. Timing is triggered by visual cues, visual signal, not guesses. E.g., for example, when the flag is swept down as the vehicle passes the marker. While we have two options to measure time, that's one electronic counter meters and second is stopwatch. The preferred method is electronic counter, which is far more reliable and far more accurate and precise. If we are using stopwatch, it shall be operated in the following manner. Wait for the signal with the thumb holding the knob down one step in the preparatory position. That is, hold the stopwatch with your thumb, pressing lightly so it is ready to start immediately upon receipt of the signal. Hold the stopwatch already at the waist. This helps maintain consistent hand position, reducing reaction time error. The passing of the vehicle shall be signaled by sweeping the flag down. A flag, a flag signal is used to synchronize the stopwatch operator with the vehicle position on the test track. The signalman shall take an easy stance, one with one foot and body bent slightly forward. This position ensures the flag signal is stable, clear, and repeatable. The flag shall be swept down in a quick, short stroke. I repeat, flag shall be swept down in a quick, short stroke. The flag motion must be sharp and precise, not exaggerated, so that stopwatch operator can react instantly. The signal shall be given when the farmost part of the front wheel passes the designated marker. The flag is swept down on the moment the front of the motorcycle wheels passes the specified test marker, start or stop line. This point is used to ensure that each run is measured from the exact same position, improving test consistency and the accuracy to measure the difference. Purpose of this procedure. Even though manual timing is less accurate than electronic system, the above protocol ensures minimum human reaction time error, consistency across multiple test runs, traceable standardized methodology if electronic tools are unavailable. Measuring methods. Speed measurement. All speed measurements shall be made with the counter. The distance, the standard test distance shall be 2 meters. The following formula is applied to calculate speed. Speed is equal to distance over time. Example, if the counter records that it took 0.144 seconds to cover 2-meter distance, measured by using electronic or mechanical counter device, speed is equal to 2 meter divided by 0.144 second. That is about 13.89 meter per second. That is 50 kilometer per hour. Little bit additional explanation regarding measurement methods. Time and speed measurements. Time measurement counter is an electronic counter used to precisely record the elapsed time between two defined points during motorcycle test. A speed measuring counter calculates instantaneous, instantaneous or average speed of a motorcycle over a known distance by using time and distance data. We have already mentioned the time measuring devices. However, we can use highly precise devices and other common equipment used for both the purposes, that is for speed and time, for the time measurement and speed measuring, that is photo gates, light barriers, start and start triggers, radar guns, laser beam timers, data loggers with GPS, timing mats or magnetic loops. Note: the primary and preferred method for measuring time and speed is an electronic timer counter, which are accurate, precise, reliable, and provide precise and automatic measurements. If you like the above contents, please do like, share, share and subscribe to receive similar videos from MotoGuru Plus in future too. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.